go. It's the Power versus the Lions. Hits the running man. The bouncing ball is controlled. Going for goal number 1. It's going. Nice contested mark by Xnathanx761's. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 20 metres out. Shot by Xnathanx761's. Xnathanx761's gets the first goal of the match. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Martin wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Marks. Close with the kick. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Beams boots it. Adams feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Cutler chooses the thumb. Gathers the ball, goes short with a hand pass. Xnathanx761's heads in for the goals. Port Adelaide have scored the last 2 goals. The Lions already trailing by an uncomfortable margin. Great with the running catch. Bounces favourably for Ryder. Pollock with the running catch. Pollock slams one on the boot for goal. Miss for behind. The Lions will have to start putting in some effort if they want a chance in this game. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up. The Lions trailing already. They need to pick up the pace, and right now. Ryder outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Sends the ball into the 50. The ball is hammered towards goal by Gray. Hits the running man. Xnathanx761's gathers. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Chalk up a goal for Power. He sinks his first goal. The pressure continues to mount with that goal from Ryder. The Lions already trailing by an uncomfortable margin. Beams doesn't waste that opportunity. Beams boots it. Ebert marks. Bumps the big skin. Wines alone for the uncontested mark.
Port Adelaide could bypassing their forward targets and having shots on the run with very few marks inside forward 50. Bastanak with the kick, Buick with the mark. He gets boot to the ball.
Wayward with the kick. Gets a handball away. Crackett gets the interception on the bounce. The ball in the hands of Xnathanx761's. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Crackett going through his routine. Unfortunately, they mowed the grass very short. Tactically this week. 40 metres from home. Just fell through. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Martin with the mighty fist is in his possession. Boak gets a free kick after throwing the ball. He's elected to play on. Great mark under pressure. Boots it.
Need can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Homsch giving away a free. He slams that on the boot. Pollock claims the ball. He boots it. A clean pick-up. Gray passes it. Cracker running in now.
All is in readiness. Effective hit out there. Buick gets a hard bump from Gray. The loose ball scooped up. He picks up the loose ball. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Pass by Pitter. Approaching the goals now. Almost, but not quite. There's already some distress for Brisbane. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Close. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. He boots it.
Boat did not ease up. Beams kicks hard along the boundary line. Low spearing kick. That play is as high-tech as a campfire. Adams with a wobbly kick. He has space for an easy mark. Pittard, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. That ball's travelling. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. That's his first. Guided by Ryder, Ebert onto the ball. He brings it out of the pack. An easy interception for Gray. Nankervis is able to grab it on the half volley. Fantastic goal by Pittard. This kick puts them further into the lead. The Power with a very handy lead early on. Rydek directs it down. Gray comes away with the ball. He has the ball. Nankervis gets the upper hand. Lining up the goal now. 30 meters from home. Nankervis shoots. Port Adelaide get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Martin is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Ryder. Wines collects it. Bonfries gets the ball. Umpire says holding the ball. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Harwood takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. Gray with the shot. Wow, what a huge kick.
Big thump from Ryder. Gains possession. He gives the ball away. Big man does nicely. Bonfries loses the ball in a strong tackle by Beams. Collected by Riverden. He takes control of the ball. He pumped that one. A great effort. I'm not sure which side that lad is playing for. Out on the full. The ball crosses the line. Opportunity now for Cracker. Having a big day going for goal number 4. Cracker just manages to sink it. The Power have scored the last 9 goals. Port Adelaide by 68.
The Power have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
Collected by Gray with the quick hands. Approaching the goals now. Nankervis has a kicking style like a dog's breakfast. I don't think a professional would miss a shot like that. Disappointing kick there.
Close. May not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. He boots it. He gets the upper hand. He gets boot to the ball.
Adams swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. And the mark will be paid. He steadies now in front of goal. Pollock takes a shot. It's in the air. I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. Gets his first. The Power leads by 75. The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Hit by Ryder. Buick has the ball. Buick boots it. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Great grab. Gets boot to high. He takes an uncontested mark.
No questioning whether Brisbane can take a mark. I think everyone has seen enough cheap marks taken out there. Brisbane need to start kicking more direct for goal. He's got a hold of that one. That's a mark. He lines it up with the goal. Cutler slams the ball to his boot.
The ball is soccer. In a situation like that, there's only one place to go. Rush it over the line for a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort. He plays it to himself. Pomsch slams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Pollock putting some power behind that one. Dropped by Nankervis. Handballs to the running man. Adams got under it. Jams it on the boot now. Rydek read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Can you count that as a moral victory? Port Adelaide with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Brisbane 76-1. I would have expected him to nail that. He's searching for his teammates. Rocketed long by Jansen. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. The umpire will throw it in. Both ruckmen standing their ground. Martin with the tap. Monfries onto the ball. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He gathers the loose ball, finding the running player. He gets another possession. Ryder kicking the ball free of the pack. Marked by close.
Even though the Lions are behind on the scoreboard, I think they'd be proud of their dominance in the marking contests, and so they should be. He steadies now in front of goal. Monfries waits. Out on the full. Terrible.
And the ball crosses over the boundary. Close with the kick. Witherden takes the mark uncontested. Hastily kicked. Great laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Track it with a short hand pass. Score for Capel. Xnathanx761's gets number 4. This kick has extended their lead.
Port Adelaide has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Brisbane. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Couldn't stop himself in time. The ball is coming back into play. Martin taps it. He's got the footy in his hands. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over.
A good fist. Andrews has the ball, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. He kicks the ball. That's a nice, strong mark. The ball goes out on the full, and the ball is out of play. Sending it on its way.
The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Robertson making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. Levy not wasting time, elects to play on. The Lions not enjoying this. Disappointing kick there. Here's a long kick. Good mark by Rockcliffe. Choose to kick it. Levy read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Tackled by Impey. Jonas gets the ball out of the pack. That came off the boot with huge power.
Gray is a great overhead mark, but anything below his knees and he struggles to get down for. If he can add that to his game, he's going to go up another level. Frost gets the free. Rockcliffe covers some ground with that kick. Paperone taking aim. Let's hope he's got his kicking boot on. Oh, and it's gone through for a behind.
Disappointing kick there. Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Dixon has it. He chooses to play on. Hands it out to open space. Chip kick along the wing. Wines marks. Brisbane get the free kick as it goes out on the full. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. Beams setting up the play. Sends it out of the defensive 50. Sends it on its way. He wins the contest. Frost is able to grab it on the half volley. He gets his hands on the footy. Monfries puts it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Xnathanx761's lining up, going for goal number 5. Nice work from Xnathanx761's. This kick puts them further into the lead.
Xnathanx761's just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Gray with the kick. Gray has the ball. Monfries has no chance at that one. Ryder with the shot. Misses further home.
Port Adelaide lead the Lions by 86. We'll be disappointed with that effort. Let's take a brief look at this.
And Port Adelaide on 22. Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. Port Adelaide is slightly ahead.
The second quarter begins.
Obstacles are those fruitful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals.
Great lays it off to the running man. Crackett made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Slots it. The Power beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 95-3. tapped by Ryder. Boat gets the ball. He kicks inside 50. He takes an uncontested mark. No one troubling him there.
Brisbane haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. He kicks the ball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. The ball will be thrown in. The umpire has released the ball. Martin directs it down. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. The Power with the advantage as they lead the Lions 96-3. Disappointing kick there. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Nice work from Adams. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 40 metres from home. Chalk up a goal for the Power. Port Adelaide in front.
Adams just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Ryder taps it with the ball now. Hewitt just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Handballs to the running man. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. Jansen kicks. Strong mark by Beams.
Brisbane just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. Sending it on its way. He gets the upper hand. Sending it on its way. Cutlick misses the ball. Wingard gets the intercept. The mark will be paid.
Adams lining up. Going for goal number 2. It's in the air. The huge kick makes it to the goals. A second goal in the bag. Port Adelaide with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Lions 108-3. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Claimed by Ryder. He's got the football now. Strong mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Port Adelaide fight 111.
The Power have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
Rockliff with the running catch. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Run control to Major Tom. Scoops up the ball. Westhoff failing to get near it, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. He's gone missing lately.
His first touch of the footy. Gets boot to high. A great effort. Hewitt with the kick. Free kick. Hipwood sends one up towards the wing. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Takes that one strongly.
Taylor got a really good footballing brain. Andrews with good strong hands. Sending it on its way. Robertson with good strong hands. They're falling behind. They must convert here. The huge kick makes it through the goals. That will lift the team's spirits.
Ryder taps it. Hewitt onto the ball. Martin bumped off the ball. Superb handball. Andrews runs in. Jonas picks it up. That's a massive kick. And the mark will be paid.
Martin is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. He takes the contested mark. Sending it on its way. Ryder takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. Adams intercepts it. Passes by hand. Nankervis shoots for goal. Shocking kick, nowhere near the target.
The ball goes out of bounds. Witherden sends the ball on its way. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Westhoff will be kicking from, as they would say, downtown. The Power leads by 111.
The Power has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the Lions. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Hewitt puts it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Wines there to mop it up. The ball mopped up. Picked up the ball, gets a handball away. Handballs to the running man. Marks. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Rydick with the mighty fist. Gains possession. Good drop punt by Adams. Adams' ambitious kick. I can't believe it. It's a goal. And they stretch out their lead.
The Power could just back their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Rydick taps it. The ball in the hands of Adams. Gets boot to leather. A mark by Nankervis. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. That's 2 in a row for the Power. Would Adelaide lead Brisbane by 117.
Ryder has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Got the distance and the accuracy.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Martin gets onto the ball. Bounces favourably for Homsch. Rydick was taken high. Rydick plays it on. And that torp has gone supernova. Pollock, you got to pass the ball. Heads up the corridor. Beams delusions. Couldn't seal the deal. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time the Lions stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. Wines gathers it. Westhoff takes possession. He gathers up the intercepted ball. Bastanak bumps. Wines has given away a free kick.
Hipwood kicks. Couldn't complete the mark. Well, yes, he is a bully, but he's not a mean bully. He's more a teacher, the kind of guy who'd take your lunch money and invest it for you. The umpire calls advantage. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. The ball is slammed towards goal by Dixon. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. This kick stretches the lead.
The Lions are only applying token pressure in the ruck. It's just not good enough. As a result, the opposition are winning the match. Pittard taking aim. Pittard has a kick. It's in the air. A goal to Port Adelaide.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Guided by Ryder. Boat onto the ball. Adams read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Kicks it across the ground. Martin looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Craig looking like a Manchester United player. Run control to Major Tom. Handballs out into space. The ball spills to Nankervis. Dixon with the ball. Dixon whacks one on the boot for goal. But Adelaide could score the last 4 goals. The Power with the advantage as they lead Brisbane 157-15. Martin, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Nankervis claims it. Nankervis executes the goal well. Amazing haul. 8 goals now. Thoroughly deserved.
Brisbane for losing the battle at the stoppages. They need to get some more grunt in there, contest well and be super competitive. If they can't win the hit out, they need to force the secondary ball up if the ball doesn't fall into their hands.
Choose to kick it. Gray presents and takes the mark. He's elected to play on. Gets boot to leather. The mark is taken by Wingard. Wingard sends one up towards the wing. A mark by Pollock. He handballs it. Bonfrey's going for number 1. Great mark under pressure. Nankervis pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. With Adelaide starting to exert some dominance over Brisbane with the lead at 169-15. Rydick nicely outclassing Martin. He has the ball. Gathers the ball. Goes by hand. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Hand passed by Thiebert. Nice torpedo, Bonfries. Adams working like a bricklayer who gets paid by the row. Dixon getting accustomed to kicking goals. Gets the distance. Dixon's knocking through his third of the match. That's 7 in a row for the Power. The Power in front.
The Power are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Martin wins the tap. Terrible timing by Ryder. Robertson is caught in for holding the ball. Jams it on the boot. Beams marks it. Boat made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Buick up. Kicks. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. Ebert handballs it. Bonfries approaching home now. Great mark under pressure. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 25 metres out. A big ask from this angle. Disappointing kick there.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, the Lions might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. Polek getting into position for the kick. Polek kicks for goal. The ball's travelling. That's a mark.
Opportunity for Nankervis. 15 metres out. Nankervis takes a shot at goal. The ball over the line. Sends the Sharon on its way. Beams has it. Handballs. Intercepted by Thiebert. Going for goal number 1. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. A desperate kick there. Nice mark there. Witherden with the kick. Over the top of the pack.
Beams is just an absolute superstar when it comes to marking. Wines with great hands. He boots it. A good contested mark there. Lining it up with the goal now. Adams has a kick. The ball's up. Adams gets the goal.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Rydick with the punch. Buick gets the ball. Nice interception. Choose to kick it. Pittard picks it up. He hand passes the ball. Dixon with the goal, and they stretch out their lead. With Adelaide back 173. Batted down nicely by Ryder. Buick just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Snatches at it and drops it. He's as twitchy as a frog in a blender. He collects the loose ball. Rydick taking a chance at goal. Coughed up by Pittard. Port Adelaide lead the Lions. Disappointing kick there.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time Brisbane stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. We'll get a ball in. It's tapped down nicely. Beams hand passes the ball. Buick kicks it.
Impey with the torpedo. A good mark under the circumstances. Boat boots it. And the ball crosses over the boundary. It'll come back from the boundary line. The umpire's throw is a good one. Hipwood not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leap out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. He's got the footy in his hands. That's it for the second quarter. What do you think of it now, Richo?
The Lions need to have a look at themselves during the break. They are struggling in all departments and really need someone to step up and spark them into action in this second half.
Richo has some stats for us now.
Neither team are giving an inch in the terms of marking. Brisbane on 52 and the Power on 46. Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 1, 14 and 87.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. 1 half down, 1 to go. The players have been down to the rooms now, and they would have had some treatment, a talk from the coach, and should be ready for another half of football. I know we are.
Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision.
40 metres out. Nankervis whacks one on the boot for goal. The Power starting to exert some dominance over Brisbane with the lead at 195-15. Martin, leave the pinatas for the kids. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richard.
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
Adams delivers a nice bump, but close. With the ball now. Nankervis running in, about to kick. That's 10 in a row for the Power. The Power with a handy break, leading Brisbane 201-15. Hit by Ryder. Gathers the ball, goes short with a hand pass. That kick has covered a very long distance. And over the boundary line she goes. Clears now. A free kick paid for some off-ball trouble. That drop punt works well for Keys. Monfries claims the ball.
Monfries has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He hand passes it. Running in for the goals now. Adams kicks it straight through the big sticks. Port Adelaide go over at the Lions.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Tapped by Ryder. Beams bumped off the ball. Homsch gathers. A lot of possessions for him. Cutler gets the ball. With the ball now. Dishes it off by hand. He gives the ball away. Nice torpedo, Gray. Adams grabs that one. Here he is going for goal number 7. Goal. Adams extends the lead from that kick. The Power beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 213-15. Tapped by Ryder. He gets his hands on the footy. Andrews bumps. Martin doesn't waste that opportunity.
Beams, just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He taps it. He takes a big bump. That was a brave bump. Boat just flattened him. Buick gathers the ball, sending it on its way. Mead, with good strong hands, puts boot to ball. It comes off hands, a clean pick-up. Adams heads in for the goals. The goal for the Power.
Port Adelaide by 2:04. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Ryder with the first touch. Whack. Have that, mate. Martin picks it up. Beams with the ball. Kicks. Drops the mark, and the Crummers are waiting. Chips it down towards half forward. The loose ball picked up. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Adams holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Beams. Looks like he panicked there. Nice mark under pressure. Rockcliffe hand passes. Ebert puts it on the boot. No contest for that mark. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 25 metres out. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Ryder gets onto the ball. Beams bumped off the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. And the ball goes out of bounds. Umpire throws the ball in. Martin timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. There'll be a ball up close to goal. Hit by Martin. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Close chips it to the pocket. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Westhoff lines it up. Westhoff taking a chance at goal. A nice uncontested mark for Nankervis. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 15 metres out. A goal for Port Adelaide. Nankervis is simply unstoppable now. This kick puts them further into the lead.
The Power are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Like Ryder, Buick on the ball at the moment.
Well, the Port Adelaide coach will be grinning from ear to ear. There's nothing more pleasing for a coach than seeing a strong team cohesion and discipline, and that's been on display right up to now. Port Adelaide has barely coughed up a free. Rockcliffe with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. Sending it on its way.
Buick with the mark. Buick feeds it wide. Gathered by Taylor. Hughes will get the free. Bumps the pigskin. Rockcliffe gets the upper hand. Jams it on the boot. Taylor got under it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. Leicester shoots it. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. The first goal for Leicester. Important kick here, and he's got it.
Leicester has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays.
Whack. Have that, mate. Perhaps he was trying to audition for the ballet. He picked it up off the ground, finding the running player. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. The ball is returned to play. Hit by Martin. Monfries controls. Sees the player run past as he hits the ground. But I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. Port Adelaide over. Brisbane 5-16.
The Power has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Brisbane. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Martin gets onto the ball. Down goes Beams. Jams it on the boot now. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Rockcliffe, I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Has it now. Impey just told him to turn his head and cough. Look at the Big Eaters. They're doing their exercise now as this ball comes into play. Is in his possession. Ryder kicks it out of congestion. Something has gone on behind play, and there will be a free kick. Bumps the pigskin. Robertson with the mark. Slams it on the boot. Nice hands. Wines sends one up towards the wing. Strong mark. Gets boot to Weber. I guess it was worth a go. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Well, he tried and he failed. We'll have a throw in. Sorry, I spoke too soon. It goes across the line. Pasternak with the interception. Adams read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Ebert slams one on the boot for goal. Misses the goal and goes through for a behind. Port Adelaide with the ascendancy over the Lions, leading the match 238-21. It's not the score he was looking for. Witherden marks it.
Witherden, it's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. Good mark. Sending it on its way, Buick takes the mark. Sending it on its way.
He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. Takes it well. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Adams just gauging which way that wind is blowing. A long way out. The big kick for goal goes straight through. 9 goals. One shy of a perfect 10. This kick puts them further into the lead. Palms it down nicely. Ebert with the ball. The ball bounced favourably for Rockcliffe. Cutler marks it.
Cutler is creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Robertson boots it. Taylor sharks the ball away. Leicester scoops it up, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Pumps the pigskin. We've got a free kick. Beams just gauging which way that wind is blowing. 60 metres out. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. The Lions fans will beat the traffic home today. One down by Ryder. The ball in the hands of Buick. Andrews feeds the hand pass out. Collected by Boak. Lobs the pass. He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis.
Close kicks. A great effort. Pollock lining up. Going for goal number 2. Hasn't got the carry. Fantastic goal by Pollock. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Ryder directs it down. He gains possession. Boak caught with the ball. Heads up the corridor. Oh, he's dropped it. He'll rue that one. Homsch lobs the pass. Jumping at shadows. Booted by Ryder. Nankervis with the mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Nankervis did well then. The goals just keep on coming, and there's no end in sight.
Port Adelaide have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. Nankervis lines up, the ball's up, and the ball is out of play. Dixon lining up with the goals.
Dixon pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. That's a goal. What a long kick. 5 goals means you've dominated your opponent. Time for a new one. They increase their lead. Deft touch from Ryder with the ball now. Bounces favourably for Monfries. He gives the ball away. He shows the quick hands. Sneaks the ball away in time. The ball spills to Dixon. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Out of bounds on the full it goes. And the ball crosses over the boundary. Picked by Jansen. Ebert gets it out of the congestion. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. Goddard has his head down now. Great mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Kicks it. Rockcliffe takes it well.
Rockcliffe really wears his heart on his sleeve. Hartlett by hand. Jonas gives away the free. Pushing the back. Puts boot to ball. He marks the ball.
The ball bounced favourably for both. Homsch has the ball. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. The ball spills to Goddard. Adams runs past and gets the ball. Adams steers the ball towards goal. Port Adelaide in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Ryder hits it. Monfries comes away with the ball. Handballs out into space. Witherden intercepts it. Goes by hand. Not sure what the problem is from here, but something is definitely wrong. I don't think he'll be coming back out. That was nasty stuff. Shot at goal by Dixon. Slots it. Port Adelaide by 2:47. Ryder punches it. He has the ball. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Goddard claims it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Lining up the goal now. This will certainly test him from this distance.
Goddard isn't the biggest kick in the league, but he makes up for that with his accuracy.
Ryder taps it. Hewitt has the ball. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay.
Look, the Lions haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. He hand passes it. He slams that on the boot.
Hipwood presents and takes the mark. Slams it on the boot. Beams wins the marking contest. Kicks it long. Nice mark under pressure. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Beams hand passes it. Hipwood sends the ball on its way. The siren will sound soon for three-quarter time. Great grab. A talk from Bimpy. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Hewitt lays a very strong tackle on Ryder. The Power in front by 2:53 at the end of the third quarter.
If the Power can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if Brisbane can tend to make any inroads to this deficit.
The scores were very high in that third term. Let's see what the stats have to show.
Both teams near equal in terms of kicking stats. The Power with 162 and the Lions with 129. It doesn't get much closer than that. You could slip a bit of paper in between these two teams on the marking stats. They're really that close.
The final term has commenced.
Never let your head hang down. Never give up and sit down and grieve. Find another way.
Goes short for the hand pass. Intercepted by Ryder. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. Great, just gauging which way that wind is blowing. It's in the air. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Gets boot to leather. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Richo, what are his chances from here?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? That's 7 in a row for Power. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Wines is just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is.
Martin with the punch. With the ball now. Marked by Wines. Handball finds Gray. He's had lots of touches this match. Heads for the boundary line. Dixon had no chance, but at least he made an attempt. The ball crosses the line. Couldn't stop himself in time. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Martin really gets onto this one. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richard.
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
Pollock hand passes. Trackett has his head down now. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Cracker, he's good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
Gives it to Gray. Exclamation point. How about that? Monfries with the running catch. Ryder kicks it out of the congestion. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Trackett, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. Clean tap by Ryder. He's got the footy in his hands. He receives the handball. She's running hot, Richo.
He's using the ball superbly, Dennis.
Harwood wins the marking contest.
Harwood, he's quite clean, picking up the ball on the half volley. He grabs it. He slams that on the boot. Kept his composure then. Robertson kicks the ball. The mark will be paid.
A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Papaloni scoring from a long bomb. That puts them back in contention. Ryder decisively gains possession, takes control of the bouncing ball. He's running hot, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. Nankervis heads in for the goals. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Disappointing kick there.
Close. It's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Wines running in now. The loose ball is collected. He slams that on the boot. He's got a handball away. He gets the hand pass. Hiddard kicks for goal.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. Close kicks hard along the boundary line. A mark by Witherden. Clearing it with ease here. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Pasternak slams it on the boot. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Great mark over the pack. Fantastic goal by Nankervis. Nankervis is simply unstoppable now. Ryder got a fist on it. Is in his possession. Kicked by Gray. Nice mark under pressure.
It's an absolute gimme from this angle.
Nankervis takes a shot. That's a very well executed goal. They increase their lead. Martin with the punch. Adams delivers a nice bump at Robertson. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. Buick puts it on the boot. That was all Hipwood. Hipwood sends one up towards the wing. Gets it away in the nick of time. Booted by Martin. Nice hands. Sends the Sharon on its way. Buick, the better man there. The bouncing ball is controlled. Nankervis appears to think if you turn the ball over, you'll find instructions on the other side. Disappointing kick there. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Great grab. Trackett going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short. Tactically this week.
Wines often has to shoot with very little time and space. He just has that innate sense of knowing where the goals are, even when he's being tackled.
Going for get another possession. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handle it over. Port Adelaide nailing the coffin shut. Disappointing kick there. Does well to keep it in play.
Port Adelaide have come out and really put the pressure on. They are dominating the tackle count, and that's why they find themselves in the lead. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Ebert goes for goal. It's in the air. Nice kick. Port Adelaide out in front over Brisbane.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Martin knocks it down the field. Lucky bounce collected. Picture perfect drop punt. An easy grab for Taylor. Stabs the ball. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. A great effort. Puts boot to ball. A nice running mark.
Andrews told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. He gets boot to the ball. Adams takes the uncontested mark.
It was all his. Gray clearly doesn't get enough attention. Slams it on the boot. A nice running mark. Kicked by close. A good job keeping it in play there. The bigger the shove, the bigger the love. Sends the Sharon on its way. Rydick read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Witherden claims the ball. Gets boot to high. The ball goes over the line. Look at the big eaters. They're doing their exercise now as this ball comes into play.
Martin is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Robertson gets the bouncing ball. Taylor pushing his opponent in the back then. Dixon kicks it.
The ball mopped up, collected by Rockcliffe. Hipwood takes the mark uncontested. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. Martin gets a less than pretty drop punt away. Sends the Sharon on its way. A great effort. Cutler gets a less than pretty drop punt away. Levy takes advantage. Adams hand passes the ball to the runner going past. Chips it down towards half forward. Martin gains possession, finding the running player. Martin with a daisy cutter. He was never going to get that. Very quiet by his standards. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Frost covers some ground with that effort, has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Nankervis taking aim. The ball's travelling. Port Adelaide lead.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Port Adelaide are dominating the clearances and really giving their forwards plenty of opportunity, and I think that's why they've got the lead. Ryder kicks the ball. Jansen didn't waste the opportunity.
Dances around the boundary line. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Frost with the kick. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Takes that one strongly. Trackett getting into position for the kick. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
An elite footballer should slot this every time, Dennis.
45 metres out. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here.
Cracker got a really good footballing brain.
Good tap from Ryder. Craig knocks the ball loose and brings down Frost. He collects the loose ball. The loose ball picked up. Martin will get the free for throwing. Kicks hurriedly. Marked by Beams.
Brisbane just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. Strong mark there. Martin puts his boot on it. His hands just failed him there. Robertson is bumped off the ball. The ball is scooped up. It's intercepted. Passes by hand.
We get a ball up on the wing. Martin got a fist on it. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Is in his possession. Vogt looking like a Manchester United player. He can't be caught. Great with the pass. He's heading for home. Pittard aiming for the goals. The power. Get a goal. 5 goals means you've dominated your opponent. Time for a new one.
The Power has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Brisbane. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Pick up by Tracker. Nankervis is streaming past and gets the footy. That's 6 in a row for the Power. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Ryder taps. Great with the football. Whack. Have that, mate. And the mark will be paid. Nankervis lines it up. Took up a goal for Capel. And they stretch out their lead. Martin outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Adams with a big bump to Beams. Off the ground. Bonfries gathers it. Boak picks it up. Sends it into the open paddock. Beams is caught in for holding the ball. Beams kicks. Beams takes the mark.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. The Brisbane forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot. Dixon kicks the ball. Gray takes the mark.
Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 40 degrees. The Power have scored the last 8 goals. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Ryder aims for his man on the ground. Bonfries on the ball at the moment. Pittard dodging for no reason at all. He's heading for home. Goal to the Power. The Power have scored the last 9 goals. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Ryder punches. He's got the football now. Andrews with the interception. Approaching the goals now. Trackett is an absolute ball magnet. Clean pick up by Nankervis. Scoops up the ball. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
Punched by Ryder. Gray comes away with the ball. Jams it on the boot now. Takes it well. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Trackett lines it up 35 metres out. Disappointing kick there.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time Brisbane stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. He plays on with the ball. Beams kicks the ball. Puts boot to ball.
Collected by Ryder. Shoots off the handball. Bonfries cool under pressure. Releases in time. Cross taken high. And he'll get the free kick. Boots it. He gets above the crowd. The Lions were really taken to task. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between Port Adelaide and the Lions?
The difference between a successful team and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, often a lack of will.
Final scores are 375-33. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Richo.
It was great to be here, Dennis. I'll be back next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.